morning, America. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to Vanguardian News. My name is Mahfouz Al Qadir. Pardon me, my voice is really messed up today. Sorry. But I'm glad that you was able to tune in. And America, this great country of ours that has so many flaws, we're seeing played out in real time the Republican resistance between the Democrats. This is why I got so frustrated. And this is why I decided to temporarily chose to become an independent after the election was over. As far as I'm concerned, I believe the numbers warrant to call the election in favor of Joe Biden. As the votes are probably coming in, as the votes are coming in, there's nothing to suggest that President Trump has put a dent in that lead. Now, every vote has to be ratified from every state. I understand that. But it's, I just don't understand. If you're doing the math, if you're doing the math, I don't see the president's path to glory, the path to the presidency. I'm sorry. I'm all discombobulated today. I truly apologize. My voice. I wasn't yelling. Sometimes I guess whatever. But the Republicans, Mitch McConnell had a press conference today, and he's asking for the American public, to be calm. This is what we have to do as far as the process of government and elections that are up in the air, so to speak. But I just wish that these people, these colleagues and senators and Republicans and Democrats and representatives, congressmen, and so forth can just come out in public in unison, or however they want to do it in their office or whatever, and say that, and one by one, and get you totally on the record with it officially. So I wish you guys would just say that. If you don't, if you don't like the results, but let's not use this cover. I mean, the Biden transition team, they're waiting on the GSA administrator to certify the election, and she's basically saying she's following the law, whatever that means, the federal law, I guess. And normally something that would take throughout history, hours or 24 hours at least, or whatever, when the election is going on now for a few days. So she's the one that has to make the call, and I can't get into her mind or her reasoning unless she makes statements like she said that she's following the law. So therefore she made her statement. Therefore it is what it is with her. Now, I just think that, I'm hearing talking about, the networks and the media don't decide elections. But, of course we don't. But what the media does, they do report. And they report what is data and information that is handed over to them or given to them by the states and the board of electors there. So I'm pretty sure they have a pretty good idea how the election will probably turn out based on the numbers of the reporting. So, okay, so I like to let it get legitimately, whatever it is, but I'm just saying what's important right here is that the country, Donald Trump is right now really putting the country right now in peril as far as our enemies who would love to have us in disarray at this moment, our adversaries who would love to have us discombobulated. So I just that's on the table right there. That's real. And you have COVID-19. I mean, this is vital information that needs to be processed through the transition teams to ascertain, therefore they can hit the ground running. And everything is right there for them to just go deal with what they have to deal with, along with their plan. But any information that you might have out there that the Trump's administration might have as far as dealing with COVID-19 should right now be discussed with the Biden team. And that's not happening. Access is being blocked. Everybody is using federal law. And everybody seems to be under some kind of, political motivated agenda, and just using the fact that the federal law, they're following it. But it's politics. I don't get too wrapped up into it because it is what it is. That's how Washington works, folks, if you don't know. So it's politics to its purest form right now. It's partisan politics. And it would be played out how it would be played out. Trump is a very shrewd individual. And a blind person could have saw this. No disrespect to the sight impaired. But Trump is just petty. He's a petty man. And he feels that he's kind of superior to a lot of different run-of-the-mill official such and such, and his base kind of love that. I mean, he give him credit. He said from day one that he's coming to Washington to shake things up, and he has done that for the lack of a better word. But does he really love the country? Because look, the country is at a disadvantage when we can't transfer the information over to the incoming administration. So we're going to have problems there. We're going to have a lot of problems there. That we're going to be weeks behind, and Biden doesn't take over the White House until January the 20th, 2021. So you have 10 weeks on the books, and we're wasting valuable days with this accepting the results of an election that's already been called in Vice President Joe Biden's favor. So this is Trump. This is who he is. This is his character. He's just who he is. This is your president. This is number 45. And no one is brave enough to go to him or on the Republican side, because they've been shook for a minute under Trump. The Republicans as a party, to me, has dwindled under the rock. That's just my opinion. You're not conservatives. You are a power-hungry mob that's right now is just you're showing your true colors as that. So I don't have to say it. You're doing it. You're letting it unfold. Your lack of action, your idleness, your your vile attempt to be just I don't know what happened to you guys, man. I don't know, but that's for you to figure out, because you're gonna have to accept the results one way or the other, because there are gonna be other results in the future with the midterms and everything else, state and local elections. You're gonna see basically how things turn out from here on out, because right now President Trump has forever shaken the wagon up with his just abysmal 4 years in office. Abysmal. So the Republicans got to hold that weight, and they got to take that on the chin, because they stood by. And actually, it worked for both sides. It worked for President Trump and it worked for them. So they both, foot and hand together, tied together with this. So we'll see how it goes at the end of the day. But it's not going to end well with the Republicans, though. It's not going to end well going forward. So I hope they listen to their strategists and allow some foresight and better get with the program. And it's more than just power. You can have all the power you want, but you don't have the power of the people. It's with long story short. So everyone, I hope you're doing well. Have a great evening, and we'll see you soon on the next edition of Vanguardian News. Take care.